unbridled outburst or the tremor smash towards the backline here. But this will be game number 3 between OG Esports and Twisted Minds. Guys, who do you have your draft preference towards to?
I mean, this is middle of the road right now, right? So there's a lot going on the line here between OG Esports and Twisted Minds. But for me, I mean, Twisted Minds' draft for me seems a little bit better, right? Because obviously, not only do you have Highlang onto the Ming, obviously gone for teleport as well, right? So he's going to go for very sort of like macro-centric, sort of like try and get the fights on top side of the map, bot side of the map, and then just retreat back. But means it's going to be a little bit more frightful, but you have the natural counter, which is obviously Yukio, and then you have the late game assurance from the Marksman and the Charlotte as well. So as much as I like OG, I think Twisted Minds has this one for me.
Well, that is a well-elaborated draft coming in for the side of Twisted Minds as we go into game number 3. This is where we decide who gets the series point on their hand.
Series point.
I mean, the biggest thing for me is that like you have Pei, Dao, and then the other side, the counter pick of the Yukio is just like, okay, that really makes a lot of sense. But then you're seeing just like how they're playing fast as well. Kongmin's going to be fine in that mid lane, dealing with Wen. So you have a lot of damage, and there are definitely some squishy folks on the OG side. I do kind of like the Twisted Minds lineup a little bit more.
Yeah, I mean, just look at the utility of that teleport, right? He just went straight top side of the map. Brent go and help 90. Now they're looking to go onto the Azure Golem of the enemy team. You know what I mean? Like, this is spicy.
Yeah, they have their answers, and you can see the frustration already by Dao. The blue buff is taken away from him. It's going to slow him down even more. So this is a great start for Twisted Minds, and this draft might be it.
Like, gosh, they stole my Azure Golem again, man. Like, oh, like, is this going to be a common theme here for the side of OG Esports? But I suppose they could just respond nicely and just go to the enemy team's Azure Golem at some point, right? Like, if that's going to be a bit of an issue for them, just try and set up maybe some pressure down to the bot side so you can kind of have clearer access and better vision.
Yeah, the counter movement is going to be key on this one, how they react. I mean, we haven't seen too many invades. It seemed like both of them were kind of very happy with just kind of sticking to their side of the river. But this is one where you need to be a little bit different. I think Twisted Minds have adjusted very well in this series going into this game 3.
Oh, they have. I mean, they've played, was it a potential throw in top side of the bracket there, so they fall down to here, then really surprise OG Esports, but now Clean maybe getting caught out. First blood goes over to Dao. They're going to get a little bit more here using that splendid revolver just to push away and zone out the side of Shanks on Twisted Minds, but there it is. It's the bounty that he's been eyeing up. He's like, boys, you stole mine. I'm going to go in now, drive you away. He still has his smite, but he's not going to go and contest it because he got the Crimson, the Azure Golem off of killing Clean.
Yeah, actually, Dao didn't have his smite ready, so that's why he couldn't really use it. And it looks like Twisted Minds are going to pick that one up. But the biggest thing for me, when you're talking about like, why were they not playing as well and all that stuff, and I'm not saying that they were actually doing it. I honestly don't know. But my thought process is like, even if they won, they would have to fight Nova Esports. I think that they were like, okay, let's test things out, get a feel-out process, especially in the KIC, but this is the true one. Right? If we're going to save any sort of strats, the counters, the strategy, this is the moment where we need to show up.
Yeah, I think this is like a blessing for both of these two teams, so no matter who goes out of this one, they won't draw Nova in the first phase of the knockout stage, so they can count their blessings with that one. I feel like maybe a little bit of a Brucey bonus for being in Group D and surviving it.
Yeah, and they find Kuka, he's about a half-life or whatever. But he does have his Final Frenzy. He's going to be fine. I mean, that's not going to be anything to really worry about. But, I mean, these two teams going back and forth. I mean, the first blood in the favor of OG, and we're getting closer and closer to the 4-minute mark. This is going to be that true moment. How is Dao going to go?
How is he going to get home? I mean, he has a recall button, so maybe that one might be the case here. But, I mean, you don't really want to be recalling when you have, like, a little bits of jungle to be collected for yourself. As you can see, top side of the map here, maybe try and put some pressure onto 90 or even take down HIGHLIGTS. But 8 seconds on these neutral objectives, and we're already at the opposite side of the jungle. Dao quickly making his way downtown, walking fast, faces past, and Tyrant is bound. They are looking to go for the Tyrant.
I'm on you, but they're going
in. Yes, but jam, baby. But speaking of jam, you can't make jam with a couple of blades. You need your feet. squashing the grapes. But now, speaking of grapes being squashed, it is Twisted Minds losing out their 90.
Yeah, losing out 90, but they also lose the Tyrants. It's a kill that turned into some sort of conversion. This is the way you want to play, and OG doing it to the T.
Yeah, I mean, when we saw that Dow had his pay. Obviously, the rest of the picks sometimes don't quite make sense, but Wen's doing so much damage here, but it's going to be RB taken out, but into the back line. It's going to be Dow taking out Shanks. City Boy looking like the next victim here, but now 90, does he decide to take the 3v1?
I mean, when you know that OG are willing to dive the tower, scary situation for Twisted Minds. They're like, we have no place that's safe. Shanks was not able to get away because Dow his mobility, he was able to cut you off and find that kill.
Uniquely though, I mean, if they take this T1 into the mid lane, that's ultimately a good trade here for the side of Twisted Minds, but it's going to be that wave clear from that's going to be doing a lot of counter play potential.
Yeah, but he's actually 600 gold behind HIGHLIGHTS, who also does a decent amount of damage. So you got to be a little bit careful, especially since the OG side, a little on the squishier side.
They are indeed, but the Fever Barrage into the back line is going to get caught out by Clean with Yukio there, just getting that stun. That's a little bit unfortunate. He took the flash instead of the Purify.
Yeah, the Heavenly Hack, the slam dunk onto On. He was in a bad spot. He tried to go for the Fever Barrage, thought it'd be cute, but unfortunately, they Twisted Minds team have the counter, they get the stun, and it's like a really tough situation for On to be in now.
It's not an easy stun to land as well, right? You've got to backflip and then get like into the cone and get the stun. That's very difficult for the side of Twisted Minds to land, but Clean, it looked effortless.
Yeah, it looked effortless indeed. I mean, this is why he's ready, right? I mean, you know that the pay is going to be there, so if anything, they're like, okay, we got to practice the Ukyo to make sure that we have this ready, because it needs to be top tier to deal with OG.
Oh, absolutely. It has to be second to none here. And speaking of second to none, maybe we'll get the second neutral objective here from OG Esports as we see them kind of circumvent around top side of the map here whilst we see Dow just trying to farm safely with the help of Moochin, just getting that phase check, that Wintel coming through here, but there he is taking a lot of damage. 90 has to get out of there, but he does have the help of HIGHLIGHTS, City Boy, and Clean.
Yeah, also 90 has been kind of focused a bit, hasn't had the greatest of times. He is definitely behind, the level behind Kuka, as well as the farm, so he's been struggling.
Nice little T1 takedown there, but I mean, it looks like HIGHLIGHTS like, hey, if you kind of try and jump out this brush here and stop my minion wave, but 90's going to come through as well, and that's going to be trouble for you, but Overlord being taken as well by OG.
Yeah, they're going to be happy with that one, but the bottom T1 is under siege at this point. That's going to be taken down. Twisted Minds, this is the kind of rotation that you want, is like you take in the space. OG is nowhere nearby, and look at that net worth. It's a bit of a wash.
It is a little bit of a wash here. It's like literally what, like 200 gold at this moment in time, which is not a lot between these two teams. But you gotta love it though. Like the fear that HIGHLIGHTS put into Keke is like if you try and take this T1 or stop me taking it, I'm gonna end you. And that's exactly what he almost did there. But the other right layer burst, it was able to actually not get the Azure goal, and Clean still came through.
I mean, when you have the smite, it's definitely going to be in your favor. Moochin mistimes it, unfortunately for him. I mean, it was like a micro pixel in terms of the timing, so it would have been very difficult to do. But still, getting away with that, Twisted Minds, they defend their own jungle.
Yeah, at least they didn't contest the Azure Golem, not get it, and then a few members of the side of OG died there. That's definitely the worst case scenario you could really think of here for the boys on OG.
Yeah, and now Twisted Minds here. This is a situation where, hey, they're back into this one. It's just a matter of time. They've weathered the storm that is Dow, right? I mean, he's 3-0-1. He has a 500 gold lead, but it's not really looking that way. Twisted Minds, it seems like they've been able to kind of hold the fort.
Yeah, they're taking him a loan off the bank. Like, you know what? He's got 500 above us, but could you just loan us 500? I'll pay you back tomorrow, and then we'll be fine. We'll be all fine. We'll be all fine. But now Keke is just trying to get a little bit of a pressure into the back line of this team fight, and nothing really coming out of this one. Just tip for tat.
Yeah, the Tyrant, though, is going to be started. Clean's got some serious damage. That's going to be quickly burnt down. Wow.
A lot of damage coming from the Yukio here onto the side of Twisted Minds. First Tyrant for the team comes through here as well. But you can kind of see that HIGHLIGHTS is always using that TP top side of the map, put the pressure on, then he kind of like, there we go. He goes, zips back down to that side using the Space Sprite. So he's playing a very heavy macro game, which is unusual for a Kong Ming. I mean, yes, he's getting the resources which he needs to kind of get the carry potential, but he's playing very good.
Yeah, playing very well indeed.
I think I've just called him out a little bit too early there. The unbridled land burst wasn't enough to catch it, but it was going to be KIC claiming the kill, but it is going to be the guard her grave that's not going to quite guard the Ganamo in this one, but on trying to get the damage onto City Boy as they take the T1 into the mid lane. Twisted Minds with a very good trade.
Yeah, mid for mid. I think they'll be very happy with that. I mean, yes, HIGHLIGTS did die early, but now Dao going in.
Dao is going in onto 90 once again, but he misses out that skill. Missing out that damage is crucial here. And Clean, City Boy, both all here into the bot side of the map. They have to be capped.
Yeah, they're not going to get too much out of this. I mean, yes, they're invading here, but OG, on the other hand, it looks like, again, Twisted Minds have stabilized. They're into this game. They have the lead. And things are going to look in Twisted Minds' favor from here on out.
It does look well. I mean, it looks like it's Twisted Minds' games to lose at this point. Obviously, they do have the pressure into the mid lane here, which can always turn a little bit sour too quickly before a moment's notice. But that Arrow Storm doing so much damage onto the back line of OG Esports, it's just driving them out of their comfort zone.
Yeah, out of their comfort zone, but HIGHLIGTS, Half-Life, Dao is as well. They've been trading blows, and Dao going to actually recall on this one. And I think that this is going to open things up for Twisted Minds. No, he actually aborts it.
He aborts mission. Maybe he's going to go for the steal here. Dao maybe trying to get the potential. Oh, it's going to be HIGHLIGTS getting that last hit, and Dao goes down. That's not good if you are OG Esports, and what's even worse, KIC is into the backline and gets decimated.
Yeah, KIC is a Gemini. He died twice on that one. I mean, both of them down for the count. Twisted Minds making them pay, and just a great pickoff. I mean, the way that they played the Tyrant, and then also getting Dao on top of that, that was a perfect team fight by Twisted Minds.
A very good team fight by Twisted Minds, and it looks like it's not going to stop there as well. The T2 takedown into the mid lane as well as potentially into the bot side of the map is looking where Twisted Minds' next focus is going to be. Ooh, on in the wings here. He's not going to get phase checked. He passes 3 people. Oh, the Fever Barrage. Now the Unbridled Outburst. A little bit of Nostradamus play there, but it's going to be 19 to the back line. Really taken down on as well. When Scathed with little help, and Moochin goes down. That's your front line gone. Now it's Twisted Minds' game to win.
Oh man, I really don't like that solo play by On. If somebody else was there with that stun, it would have been great. But unfortunately, he tried to do it by himself. He got stuck out. He was in a bad spot. He paid with his life.
Yeah, man, Shanks is uncontested with this Flowborn Marksman. And that Arrow Storm, I'm not even playing the game and I'm feeling annoyed.
Yeah. I mean, it's doing some serious work, right? The amount of damage, and plus Clean is doing a lot of damage as well. HIGHLIGTS as well. These guys are all stepping up, and if you're looking at the OG side, very squishy. They are very vulnerable at this stage. It's only 12 minutes in, but they're like slicing them like a hot knife through butter.
As soon as Moochin kind of loses all that health and gets taken down, it's a very hard team fight to play when you're on the back foot here, especially around about that 4K gold difference as well.
Yeah, and Twisted Minds, the way that they've been playing this one, this is exactly how you want. Clean 4-1-1. He's getting all the kills here, but it's a team effort on this one. Everyone from Twisted Minds understanding the assignment, who needs to die, and they've done such a good job of limiting OG's movements.
Very good job, and I mean, I think it's all down to that Arrow Storm as well, right? Like, starting off the team fight with that, getting quite a few blows with the Arrow Storm, especially onto the squishy heroes that we keep mentioning as well, but I feel like Wen's not had the greatest performance here onto this Ganamo. I mean, he's been able to kind of like clear out the minion wave, get a few kills here and there, but ultimately, it's not shined as far as I thought it would.
It's because they've been pushed back, right? If OG were the aggressors and you have that blade, and you can dictate where you need to be, but they had to play so defensively. Look at how he's hiding behind everyone on this T3.
Oh yeah, he's just kind of just like sitting around, just like between both T3s. If they try and come over the wall there, he could get taken down, but Moochin's pretty much close by there. He blocks the winning strategy, but it's going to be City Boy into the back line as well. The Unbridled Outburst does catch on to Spritelings, which is not where you want to be, but it's going to be the takedown of the T3 into the top side of the map as well. Twisted Minds looking to take these 2 crystals back to back, but it is going to be KIC into the back line, trying to do the damage onto the side of Twisted Minds. Dao cleans up Clean and cleans up the crystal.
Yeah, I mean, they lost all the T3s, so Twisted Minds obviously coming out ahead, but Clean dying on that one, trading away with Moochin, so I guess OG have an opening. This is a moment where they have a bit of a reprieve. They need to push out, get something out of this one.
something out of nothing, and that nothing could be the Tyrant, right? Obviously, they do have the minion waves pushed in all 3 lanes here, so nothing at this moment in time is aggressing either lane, but at the same time, being aggressed is going to be KIC, who is 1v1 against 90, but now he has the ultimate, he's using it, he's undying, but can they proc it? He's able to run away scot-free, but it's going to be HIGHLIGHTS with another claim to the Tyrant! A double kill going up to Dow, but this could be it. 90 in the wing, with City Boy coming back in with a bit of a re-engage. Burst ram over the wall, could be the potential here to save his friend, but 90 gets taken down.
I mean, I don't know why you want to still fight there. I mean, Clean was like, okay, I'm not going in. There's no point. And 90 and CT Boy were still waiting in the wings. You're literally trying to fight 2 versus 4. That's an impossible ask at this stage. And now OG have an opening. Looks like they're going to take the mid T1.
Yes, like you said earlier, they had a bit of a reprieve. I think this is even more of a reprieve now. This could be the second win.
Yeah, it could definitely be. And I mean, Twisted Minds need to count, like, they need to play defensively.
Yeah.
They cannot throw this game anymore. If somebody else were to die, they might just lose.
Yeah, one more big mistake on the side of Twisted Minds. It's going to cost them the whole of this game number 3. And with a dominant draft as well, right? They're not going to be able to pick this one because they don't have they're at the mercy of the global ban pick. But this instant replay, man, like, yes, they get the Tyrant, but they get taken down for 2.
Yeah, HIGHLIGHTS and Shanks, both of those guys, those are the guys that you cannot die. And also Nighty just sticking around on this one. CT Boy's like, okay, I really can't save you on this. You're on your own, but that could have been way worse. I mean, if CT Boy goes down as well, OG now, a little bit of an opening. Yeah, you have the bottom T3. It's not the end of the world.
Yeah, exactly. They're still they're holding on to a little bit of hope here, which could be all they need, right? But at the same time, Twisted Minds have been taking and stealing away these Tyrants left, right, and center, which is scaring me.
Yeah, and OG finding ways to get back in off the back of Dow, who's 7-1-2. Wow.
Yeah, that's huge, right? It seems like he's died a lot more than once time, but he's definitely getting the kills over to himself, but it might be Dow actually claiming the Overlord for once. He's not going to lose it there, but maybe 90 losing his head with the takedown here, but it's going to be the access to the back line that HIGHLIGHTS wanted, but KIC denies it. They're looking for more kills. 2 for 1 on the side of OG Esports, but Dow looking pretty low. He has the Sage Sanctuary. City Boy looking for some way in, but the double kill from Shanks on this flowball marksman. He is going ham, but now Wen with a couple blades, stealing back-to-back kills. Dow with the last little life with the finesse. Can he outplay it? Dow gets the godlike kill.
Dow, are you kidding me? The way he was able to navigate around that and gets the ace too. OG single-handedly with Dow's play on that one. What a miraculous play. That is the highlight reel if I've ever seen one.
Honestly, the micro decision in that 1v1, where he was placing those skills, meant everything.
That was absolutely insane, and OG somehow still hanging on, finding ways to go back in and checking this replay and how he was able to do this. I mean, An goes over the wall. I mean, Shanks is there. He tries to go, but look at Dow. Sage's Sanctuary. An gets picked off. That's the damage. And then Clean is here, and he's thinking, I'll just take Dow on my way out with his own Sage's Sanctuary. But Dow dashes over. He goes immune and takes the fight and kills Clean. Are you kidding me?
That was absolutely phenomenal there. I mean, the switch out of items as well, as you saw there. You got the Fatal, but now, speaking of Fatal, 90 maybe Fatal be taken down as well at the same time. There it is. And they are maybe potentially tilted here onto the side of Twisted Minds because that team fight should have been theirs.
Yeah, should have been theirs. I mean, this is one where you're like, Twisted Mind, you gotta stop. You gotta hold the line, right? You gotta be patient at this point.
Sometimes, yeah. You gotta stop in the name of love. But Splendor is gonna stop you from being taken down here by the side of OG Wen. He's gonna look to put himself in a good position. He needs to land these couple blades onto Shanks, and Shanks knows that, but that takedown of the T3 is gonna bring him back.
Yeah, it's gonna bring him back on that one. Bottom T3 taken out so quickly. OG has some serious damage, and this is gonna be a bit of a problem now. Twisted Minds might have lost their window of opportunity on this one.
Oh, absolutely. The set sail for the side of Twisted Minds is definitely starting to look like a bit of a battering ram, but now it's all down to OG to win this one. It's now Twisted Minds' game to lose.
I mean, the positioning right now, OG, they've got the map control. The tipping point has already happened off of that team fight, and now OG just taking the enemy jungle, looking to just kind of go. But I mean, super minions are crashing in, but still, this could be a Tempest Dragon game as well.
It could be. I mean, I didn't expect anything less between another OG and Twisted Minds rematch. It's going to be the Tempest Dragon coming through here in roughly around about 45 seconds, sorry. This Brightling there just taking a few jabs, looking to be the sixth member of the Boyga band, but not going to be enough to stay alive. But it's all down to this fight. DAO looking to try and take that T3 in top side of the map. They're able to get it right now.
Yeah, they're going to take this one. Winning strategy going to be tanked by An and Kaka on that one. But Twisted Minds, again, this is going to be a tough one. Like, they have the mid T3, that's the last one standing. It looks like they want to just kind of backpedal into the Tempest Dragon at this point. But OG making it happen. I mean, this comeback is a miraculous one for this team.
It is the Dream OG, baby. I mean, you can't be a OG fan without dreaming this kind of turnaround for the boys in blue right now. It can be only one who gets the Tempest. I mean, look at him. He's trying to get a bit of showboat, and he's like, hey, I'm already here already. I was here before the bus even got onto the bus stop.
Yeah, I mean, Bruce Lee's already there. DAO, he looks like he's going to start, but clean spotting that one out.
Yes.
This could be a potential steal if they want to go.
Yeah, maybe try and bait clean into this fight here, but I mean, HIGHLIGTS top side of the map as well. We see City Boy trying to go for a bit of a jiggle into the backside of this Tempest pit.
Look, Twisted Minds, if they get one person, you know, you get one kill, either team, you turn this one. But you might just win the game. So you got to be super careful. You got to be cagey. You can't be kind of just going all in on this one. You can't force this Tempest Dragon.
Yeah, we need a little bit more micro decision from like the likes of DAO in that 1v1 against Clean earlier moments ago. But you can already see here on just trying to get the pressure into the mid lane as well. Just trying to create pressure.
Yeah, it's all about this pressure. I mean, the Tempest Dragon a little confused. He's going to be back in his home. He just wants to be left alone on this one. But both sides are going to want to fight for this one. But OG looking to go.
Oh, the minion wave down bot side of the map again. Why do we keep having this? Can HIGHLIGTS do it? Can he wipe out the minions? It's going to give him time away from this, but he has the emergence. But what a Trevor Smash onto 4, but that's not going to stop DAO getting the kill onto Shanks. They're looking for a little bit more, but now it is currently a 2-0 trade here for OG, but Clean is looking mighty healthy with the help of 90. They're trying to run this down.
Yeah, they're trying to run it down. I mean, it looks like DAO in the top lane. They're looking to go. They're going to look to end this one. DAO's there.
With the reprieve, with a crystal takedown once again. We not only get one, we get 2 backdoors.
What is with today? We have so many backdoor victories here. The previous series, this series featuring 2. And that was Dream OG with the miraculous comeback.
I mean,